Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, which is kind of like Friday because tomorrow is a holiday. It's Good Friday, so it's kind of like Friday, kind of. But I'm excited to be here for a live. We've got lots of new things to share, and we will be doing a giveaway as well. So be warned, if you do some shopping before the end of the live, remember that you need to put live stream or live in the comments of your order. Okay. So if you do shop, then just know that. Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a good day. I had a great day. I had a great day. All my friends are coming. Just give everyone a minute here to get settled in, and then we'll get started. In the comments, let me know what you did today. Good rainy afternoon. Yeah, it is a rainy afternoon. That's okay, though. You have to have rainy days to appreciate the sunny days, right? And you have to have cool days to appreciate the warm days. This is what I tell myself. And days like this, you really put your head down and you get productive so that when the nice weather is here, you can bag off a little bit and maybe like go for a bike ride or a walk or, whatever. Christina, you cleaned bathrooms. Well, there's a big surprise. I think every time I talk to you, you're cleaning a bathroom. Oh, yes, Anna, I know you did. You know what? I'm going to run downstairs and get that. I forgot. 1 second. While you guys are coming in, I'm going to grab that. I meant to. See, I can do that now. I can run downstairs really fast and get stuff. So, put that right here for now. So we'll talk about that in a second. Because Anna said she did her shopping. This is what she bought. You're waiting for the Ranger game to start on TV? Well, you're a bit early, aren't you? Is it early? What time does it start? I was thinking it was tonight. I was kind of hoping it was. I did some housework this morning on the non-sunny day, crafted, and now I'm here with you. Well, that doesn't sound like a bad day either. Lots of computer time for me. Yes, Shelby. Oh my gosh. She worked like a crazy person today. And, oh, good, 7 o'clock. Oh, you had me worried there for a second. She worked like a crazy person today getting new product in. So she's working ahead. This is a new concept for us. Working ahead. So that when new stuff comes, we can just click a few buttons and poof, it's going to go up. So, yes, I know she wanted to be here with me today, but I appreciate all her hard work. You guys should too, because she's pretty amazing. And then Carrie was here with me today, and we got lots done. And so, yeah. So we're going to get started. What you're looking at here is the Spellbinders Just Add Cake birthday card making kit. So this is something new for Spellbinders. This is going to be something that has a bit of shelf life. So in other words, it's not something that you have to pre-order and then we put orders in and then it sells out and it's done. I will be able to order more of these. Not at this particular moment because Spellbinders is sold out, but they are restocking this and it will be back in stock towards the end of April. So if we do sell out, you can let us know if you're interested and we can get you one when they're available again. But this box is filled with goodies. And, I would love to show you everything that's inside there, but it is sealed and then it's wrapped in tissue. So I can't really open it. But I believe Spellbinders, don't quote me. Oh, no. Okay. I know Yana did an unboxing. There's been several influencers that have done them. So go and check that out. But in here is a bunch of stuff to make birthday cards. And what they're doing starting in April, this month, is each month they're going to have a live class and it's going to be taught by different people. So different influencers, and they're going to do that for 6 months. So every month for 6 months, they're going to have a great new class. And inside here, there are products that will allow you to make birthday cards for young all the way up to, what do we call it? I don't want to say old, mature, mature people, and everything in between. So you can see you get lots of great stuff. There are 7 dies, a clear stamp set, a 3D embossing folder, a sequin pack, splatter effects, a cardstock pack, a rub-on set, shaker domes, and 12 A2 cards and envelopes. So there are some consumables in here, like the rub-on sheet is right now, it's exclusive to the box. But I showed you the other day, there's some other really great rub-ons that you could do similar things with in this kit. So, and then obviously, you know, you're going to use up your cardstock and things like that. But those are things that you would have in your stash. So, it is available now, limited quantities until they sell out. And then we will be restocking if it's a popular thing. I know they're selling out everywhere. So get your hands on it. And like I said, the dies and stuff will live on, embossing folders, stencils, all those things. It'll allow you to make lots of things. And there are going to be lots of influencers working with the products in the box. So definitely lots of inspiration will be coming your way soon too. So yeah, so those are available now, which is cool. And then we have, I showed a bunch of rub-ons in the last live, not yesterday, the day before. And I forgot to show this one. This one is a sentiment one. So these are hero transfers, and they are rub-ons that have greetings. And this is the white one, but there is a white and a black, I believe, in here. Let me just, or maybe these are just white. They are. And I'm wondering if maybe it would look better if I took it out of the package. Yeah, you get 2 sheets and they're white. So the nice thing is you can use these on darker cardstocks and they look fabulous, and they're rub-ons. And you guys know how great the rub-ons are. And these are nice big bold ones that you can use on your cards instead of like stamping or die cutting. So you get 2 sheets and they are white. So that is really cool. So I wanted to make sure I showed those. I meant to grab them the other day. These are called must-have messages. Okay, so that's the name you're going to be searching for. Must-have messages. Okay, so Lynn says she finally got it to stop buffering. Are you on YouTube, Lynn? Because, oh, it looks like you are. Usually on YouTube, there isn't problems with that. But if you are having issues, if you get out of the program and then kind of shut it down and then come back in, it usually fixes the problem. Not always, but usually. So must-have messages, that is something you want to check out. We did restock this lovely product. This is the Color Wheel cardstock from Spellbinders. It is an A2 size package, and it is a full 48 pack of their cardstock. It's fabulous. Now, these are selling fast. They are out of stock again at Spellbinders, and we only have, I think, 3 left. And then it's on our list again right away to reorder. And we will get them back in stock. But we sell a lot of these. It's a great little sample pack to have for swatching. It also works nicely for card panels, like so layering panels for your cards. And it's also a great on-the-go kind of set. So you can have this available in your little bag to take with you to do some die cutting and whatever. But they are very, very popular. So it's a great one. It's called the full 48 A2 size panels from Spellbinders, and it's the Color Wheel cardstock. And then some new stuff. Spellbinders now has Card Shop Essentials, and these are A2 size card bases. So you have the vertical and horizontal versions, so side fold and top fold. And they are die cut in 80-pound Neenah. Now they call this Go-To Digital Super Smooth cardstock. It is a version of Neenah. They also have a package of 8.5 by 11 cardstock that's available too. There's 25 sheets in this. Now, what they say is it is very good for digital printing toner for foiling, and also layering for cards. So multi-purpose for sure. And so it's a little different than the regular Neenah cardstock that we sell. but a great product. And it is a 25 pack, which is really nice. 80 pound, good layering weight. I'm sure it's great for ink blending and things as well. And then, of course, it will match these bases as well. And like I said, you have side fold and top fold. There's 25 in each package. So those are new. What else do we have here? Restock on the Gina K Comfort Blocks. These are, like, we use our Misties a lot for stamping sentiments, but sometimes you need to use an acrylic block. And I love a good acrylic block. I have these in my stash too. Let me grab a couple of them here. So on the side, you can see that they have kind of like a groove. So your fingers fit really nicely in there and it's easy to hold. They also have a grid on them. So really easy to line up your stamps. And they're just a really good quality. So there is the size here, which is the 1.5 by 1.5. And that's nice for little things. And then you have the longer ones. So if you've got like longer sentiments, you can use it for that. And that is the 1.25 by 3.5. And then we also have the 2.5 by 2.5, which is nice for like critter size stamps. And then we also have just reordered, and that will be arriving soon, the multi-pack where you get all of them together. And there's even some sizes. I think there's 5 blocks in total that come in that. So you get the whole variety. So that is going to be coming again soon. So if you're looking for some good blocks, those are good ones to grab. And then, let's talk about Gina K still. We have her stamp cleaner in stock now. We had a customer request this and we thought, whoa, why don't we have that? So I ordered a bunch, and it is a bottle that comes with the sprayer. You just pop that in there and then you can spray this to clean your stamps. Now, do I clean my stamps every time I use them? No. I use a chamois, whether it be the Lawn Fawn chamois or the Tidy Towel from Gina K, and I just use water. But sometimes you need to give your stamps a really good clean, and that's where the cleaners come into play. Okay, so that's when you would use this. And then other products you would use when you do that are these two things here. So this is the Hero Arts scrubber block. So it is a wooden block that has Velcro on it, and then these little pads stick on there. Let me grab mine. It is in my drawer here. And mine is probably dirty. Oh, I cleaned it recently, but there it is. So it is a nice, like fuzzy kind of Velcro piece that you just Velcro on there. So you can take this off and clean it. But you can also buy replacement pads. And this is really good for cleaning your stamps. So you can put a little of this spray on there and then just take this and rub it. And all these little bristles, these fine little bristles, get inside the lines and clean your stamps really well. Now, the cleaners don't take away staining on your stamps, but they clean them. In other words, it gets all that residue off and it gets all the little pieces of ink building up in the little grooves and that kind of thing. But it doesn't take away staining. Some inks do stain, and that is just the sign of a well-used stamp. So don't worry about that. Sorry, just grabbing a drink here. Don't worry about that, but it is good to have something on hand to clean your stamps when you need it. So that's the Hero Arts version. And then we also carry the Clean Sweep products from Tailored Expressions, which is also really cool and very similar. I'm just going to pop this one open. I'm sure whoever buys this will not mind if the little tab is cut. But I want to show you what it looks like, because I do not have one of these. I already had the Hero Arts one when this one came out, but this one's fun too. So again, you get that pad. Look at that. So you get 2 of them when you buy it. So they're kind of stuck together. Just peel that off. So same idea. So it's got those fuzzy bristles. Okay. And a nice handle to hang on to. And you're going to spritz your stamp and then you're just going to clean that off. This also works really nicely for cleaning your stencils. So if you do a lot of stenciling, you can spray them with your alcohol spray. And then you can take this and give them a little scrub. And then the alcohol dries really quickly and it's nice, but it does take that little bit of, the little bit of like the bristles and stuff, the scrubbing action will clean your stencils off really nicely. And then they have this really cool tool. This is called a Scrub-A-Dub. Now, this was designed to hold your scrubber, okay? Because when it gets dirty, you don't want to put it on your work surfaces or accidentally put it on your project. So it rests in there. But this is also a really cool tool. It's a silicone dish, but you can see that it has all this texture on the bottom. Really good for cleaning your brushes. So you can put a little bit of mild dish soap in here and just spray a little bit of water in, and then take your brushes and scrub them because the texture that's on the bottom is going to scrub your brushes really, really nicely. And then you just rinse this out and just put water in and scrub again and rinse it and scrub again until all of the soap is gone. You don't want to use a lot of soap. And then that way, it's a really good way to clean your brushes. So this is really nice to have. And this also acts as a little well for water too. So if you're using your brushes and you want to rinse them off, you can put water in here too. And it's silicone, so it cleans up really nicely, and it's really flexible and it's pretty. So all of that is good stuff to have on hand if you are needing to clean your stamps or your brushes. Just going to tuck this stuff back in here so that it's in its original condition. So remember, when you get this, you get two pads with it, and then you can buy replacement pads as well. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so those are available. And then we have restocked again. It seems to be continuous. My favorite cloth. So we sell these. And they are great for cleaning your stencils and your work surface up. You can see I have lots of them laying around. You'll see me using them lots in my videos and so on. So those are restocked and available. And then a couple of new splatter products. I use a lot of different things to splatter depending on what I'm doing. But I've been using the Winsor & Newton inks for quite a while, and I love them. They're great products, and I will continue to use them. But recently, I added these to my craft room, and the reason I love them is because of the bottle that they're in and the way that you can dispense them. So this is a squeeze bottle. You just simply squeeze this, and a drop or two will come out on your surface, and then you can just pick that up with your brush and splatter. So it's really easy to work with, and it comes in black and white. Okay, so it's white acrylic speckle and black acrylic speckle, and those are from Hero Arts. So those are fun new things that we like. And then we have restocked the pigment pouncers from Tailored Expressions. So we used to carry, and I had in my craft room, the pouncers from Picket Fence. But unfortunately, we are not able to order those anymore. So I sold my sets off, and I've replaced them with the pigment pouncers because I have to use what I sell, and I love the pouncers. I don't use them every time I ink blend or stencil, but they do have a place where they're the best option. So if you're working with a very intricate stencil or a stencil that has, like, let's say, stripes, and when you do that swirling motion when you stencil, those pieces move, pouncers are great because rather than swirling, you actually pounce them up and down like this. And these little sponges are like little trampolines, and they just pounce the ink on. They're great for pigment ink as well, and that's why they're called pigment pouncers. So love those. And then just to remind you as well that we do have this wooden block that you can purchase, and it holds the pouncers as well as the 1-inch brushes from Pinkfresh. So those are a great option. And then we also have some new 3D printed options coming your way as well. I know I mentioned them once before, and with the move, everything kind of got put on the back burner, but we're in a good place now. So we will be introducing those very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for those. But pigment pouncers are back in stock. And then a whole bunch of goodies from Pinkfresh. So we love Pinkfresh tools. They are fabulous. And we have been out of the 1-inch blending brushes for a while. They were out of stock, and we had to wait for them to come back in stock. So that is what I just showed you right here. And these brushes are they have a longer bristle, and therefore they cover a wider area and they blend like butter. If for backgrounds or larger areas in stencils, they are so amazing. So the 1-inch brushes are back in stock, along with, I want to get all the names right. These ones are called blending brushes, and these are called blending brushes. Okay, so these are just blending brushes. Are these 1/2-inch? I'm not sure what they're on our website, but if you search Pinkfresh blending brushes, you're going to find them. These ones are smaller. They're 1/4-inch. Okay, so you've got different sizes. So all of those are available. And we've also restocked their tweezers. They come in this beautiful packaging. Now, these are reverse tweezers. Okay, so when you squeeze, they open, and when you let go, they close. So those are available. And then we also have their pickup tool. So in here, you've got the, just taking this off here, you've got the wax tip on one end. And then on the other end, you have your piercer, or a little tool that you can like move things around with. And then there's also 2 replacement tips that come in this box as well. So that is Pinkfresh's version of their pickup tool. Just put this all back in here. Where's my lid? There we go. And it comes with this really nice case you can store it in. And then their triangle tray as well. So this is great for like dumping out your sequins and gems, and then you can pick them up very easily using the brass tray. And then when you're done with them, the corners allow you to just pour things back into the packaging or your containers very easily. So that is all from Pinkfresh. So they have amazing tools. They're called like essential tools, and they're awesome. Marlene says those brushes are amazing. I agree with you. They are. All their products are really great, but the 1-inch brushes, oh, my favorite for sure. I do like the waffle flower larger brushes as well. I have those in my craft room, and those I like for blending backgrounds as well. But you can lay down heavier amounts of color quickly. So I do like those very much as well. Okay, so that's it for that sort of thing. The next thing we're going to do is talk about a new paper lines that we got in from Simply Stated. So I am going to pull up a slideshow. We have several today. Add this to my screen here. Let's get myself situated. Look at those little peekaboo animals looking at you. Are they not the sweetest? So I'm going to share with you a bunch of new things. This is the first one. And these are ephemera pieces. I'll just flip it over so you can see. Maybe I'll just pull one out just so you can have a look. But you can see all of the different designs that you get in the package. I'm not going to open them all up, but they're all created like this, where the little people are like peeking out of something or around something. Like, look at this little guy's face here. This one has some eggs on it, but like they're just adorable. Really, really sweet. So great for card making, great for scrapbooking as well. But these are called the Animal Peekaboo Ephemera. Okay, now I will tell you guys, this has been up on our website for about a week now. And some of the things we only have one left, or like 2 or 3. Like, people have been shopping like crazy for this stuff. So just know that the depth on this is not very much anymore. A lot of people have shopped. Marlene says they need to have cat. They do, and we just reordered it. We've had it before, and it sold very well. They have cat and dog. They are just the sweetest, and they are all coming back in. So I just placed another order with them. Now, the thing with this particular company, Simply Stated, is that it's a small business. It's Canadian, which is really awesome. But they print as you order. They don't have like a whole inventory just sitting there waiting for people to order. So it does take them quite a while to process orders, like a month or more, and then they have to ship. So again, the turnaround is not super fast, but that's okay. Good things are worth waiting for. And yes, so we have another reorder in with them for some things, but some things we're not going to reorder unless people request. So if you see something that you like and we don't have it, make sure you're emailing us so that we know that you want us to get it back in. Okay, because sometimes if we don't hear anything from you guys, we just kind of move on to the next thing. There's always new products coming, and we just keep rolling through them. Oh, too much talking. Okay, so that's that set. And now let's move on to the next one. Look at this bright spring ephemera. Isn't it beautiful? So really bright spring colors. You've got butterflies and florals. You've got rain boots with flowers in them, wheelbarrows, teapots, and then just floral arrangements on their own. So they're really, really pretty. And again, there's the sizing, very similar to the last set. Okay, so that is that. And then next up we have, oh, I think some samples. Yes, so here's the peekaboo creatures and the bright spring ephemera working together. Okay, so these are just some card samples that we pulled off their social media just to show you what the products look like in action. So, I mean, they're just the sweetest little things. And this is the pastel Easter ephemera. And I mean, I know Easter is this weekend and you might think, well, a lot of good that's going to do me. But these are things you pick up and you put in your stash and then you have them for next year. There's certain things, like I don't do a lot of Easter cards and stuff, but sometimes it's nice to have just a little something, you know, and a little package of ephemera is perfect. So if you have to make a quick card or something, you can just pull something out of here and whip something up pretty quickly. So I love that. And the images are just adorable. So there's that one. And then we have, there's some samples. See what I mean? You can just whip up a card. So you can use your stencils that you already have and things like that to create your backgrounds, or just go through your paper and look and see what kind of patterns you have that will coordinate with them. And you can make cards that way too. They're very cute. And then I love this idea. So these are from their Funny Farm collection, and these are card fronts. So we've had other companies have similar products like this, and they're like size to fit on the front of an A2 size card. They're not exactly A2 size. That's okay because it leaves a nice little border. You can use your stitching dies or your squiggle dies or anything to create borders and things to go around them. And then you just can layer this on there, add a nice big bold sentiment, and you've got a really cool card. So the print is only on the one side and it takes a lot of the work out of it. But again, a nice way to create a bunch of cards in a theme kind of quickly. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just get behind and I need to build up some cards in my stash, or I want to have cards on hand. So it's nice to have this sort of a product kicking around where you can sit down and put a bunch of them together quickly. So I love that. Now, when I talk about Funny Farm, you guys are going to just die when you see this line. It's so cool. So next up, we're going to show you the paper pack for this. So it's called Funny Farm. This is the 12 by 12 collection pack. And you can see a sample of all the patterns shown in that photo there. Okay, so you get 8 patterns, 12 by 12. And then there's also papers that have 4 6 by 6 pieces on them like this. So you're going to get all 8 patterns in a 6 by 6 size as well. So that is kind of cool. Isn't that neat? So those are the 2 6 by 6 pieces. And then you've got all of the others in a 12 by 12 format as well. So I love that they do that. And then they also have what they call sort of a solids pack or a basics pack with this nice gingham. And even if you don't get any of the Funny Farm stuff, this is a great staple to have in your stash, to have all those different colors of that nice gingham paper. So again, 12 by 12, it's single-sided. Oh no, it is double-sided. Oh, wait, I don't think it is. I think it is single-sided. I can't open it because my label is across there, but I think it is single-sided paper. And you get all of those patterns. Okay, so it's a great little set, and those coordinate with the main one. And then they have all of this amazing ephemera that goes along with it, and it's all farm themed. So this one is their large ephemera, or extra large, I think. Extra large, yes. And so you get these 4 pieces, and look at that horse. And then I love the tractor and the barn. And then the sheep is kind of in a large postage stamp format. But here is the actual horse. Isn't he adorable? And we have shown you that we have googly eyes, and that might be funny on there too. So that is the extra large ephemera. And then we have, now this is our last postage stamp one. I will tell you that. And this has all of these farm animals on postage stamps. Like, look at the cow. Let me zoom in there. And that little chick, the sheep. I mean, they're just so cute. And they come in various shapes. So that is our last one of those. And then next up, we have frames, I think. Yep. Now these don't, they're not married to this collection. They can be used for lots of different things. But you have an assortment of frames in here. Obviously the colors do coordinate with this, but they coordinate with everything. Oh, here comes the comments. Aren't they so fun? I know. I love them. You guys are so quiet. I'm like, okay, do they like this? Don't they? I love it. I think it's so cute. And again, some of these ephemera packs are getting down to the last ones. So here's your farm animals. Oh, I didn't switch the slide. Sorry. Here we go. But I'll try to get some close-ups here so you can see. I mean, I love that they're sort of distorted. Like, look at that pig. He's just a little out of shape there. And then the donkey and the cow and the rabbit. Look how long those rabbit ears are, and the chicken. I don't know. I think you could have a lot of fun with these. They're just really fun little creatures. And then this is the more like icons of things you would see on the farm, which is kind of nice. And these are a little bit smaller size, so you can create some really fun scenes. And right on the top here, you can see the ants on the anthill. Oh my gosh. And look at that little cat in the back. Who was looking for cats? There's a little cat in the back there. I mean, it's just so much fun. I love them. And then we have, here's just some snippets of some of the ephemera in action on some layouts. I know they don't show the full thing, but it kind of gives you an idea, and you can see those frames in the background. So you can cluster a couple of these together and create a really fun scene on the front of a card too. So not just layouts, you can do both. And then we have some more of the card fronts. Let me get these things out of the way. We've got some more of the card fronts, and this one actually is in 2 different sizes, and this is a beautiful sunflower pattern. So I'm going to just take out one of the larger ones. This would be a little closer to a full A2 size panel, but look at how pretty those are. Aren't they nice? And again, not a whole lot of work, and you could have a pretty beautiful card all done. Oh, and then we've got a smaller version. So these are nice to put in frames, or if you want just a more targeted focal point on a card, they're just a little bit smaller. They would work really nice for tags as well. So that's another option. So definitely check those out. I really love them. And they have these in a variety of different themes. So we'll be watching for stuff like this to come out in different themes, because I think our customers really love this. So that's the spring sunflower ones. And what's next? Sometimes it's just a surprise. Ah, yes. So here's a beautiful collection pack for Easter. It's called Easter Grunge. And you can see all of the 12 by 12 paper designs are shown here. Now, remember, you also get 2 pieces of paper that are divided into 6 by 6 sections. I don't know if Amanda put slides up for that. Oh, she did. So here is what the full patterns look like, but they're in a scaled down form. Aren't they beautiful? I love them. So that is what all 8 patterns look like. But 2 of the sheets will be in a 6 by 6 format where you can cut the paper apart and end up with 6 by 6 pieces. So only collection packs available for those. And then they also have another one for Easter. Now this one is our last package of this. This is Sir Crunch-A-Lot. Wait till you see the embellishments for this. It's really, really cute. And then there's also a solids pack for that. Let's just see what the slides show us here. Oh, here's the patterns. So these are all 8 of the patterns that are in this collection. But remember, 2 of the sheets are designed so you can cut them into 6x6 pieces. So that's what they all look like. So again, although it is a Easter themed collection, these papers can be used for a lot of different things. Okay, that's it for that slideshow. So let's remove that one. And then we'll pop this one up. Okay, so that's the solids pack. That's this one here. So again, just sort of distressed backgrounds that coordinate with the collection. I agree, Diane. Beautiful colors. I love the palette. And these papers in particular make great backgrounds. And then you can use your ephemera and all those things to kind of layer on and let your pictures really stand out. And then the embellishments for this are just adorable as well. So here is the extra large ephemera. So you get 4 pieces. I'm just going to turn this over. Like, how can you resist that face? And look at him holding the little carrot. I mean, he's just the sweetest. And he's got that adorable little toque on. But you get 4 pieces of ephemera in this pack. And they are larger. So they would take up, you know, a nice corner on a layout. And those are all the designs. I love this one here, too, with the carrots all stacked up. And he's like by his little house. And then you've got carrot cake. And then you've got a beautiful floral arrangement with the carrots in there, too. So I love that. Excuse me. And then we have, oh, the beautiful painted eggs. So these are the smaller ephemera size. Okay. And you get all of those beautiful painted eggs. So you can make some cute cards and layouts with that. Okay. And then we've got the ephemera pack, which is really cool. Oh, I might have missed that one. Shoot. Okay, I didn't bring that one upstairs. So this one, the ephemera all comes cut apart. So you get all the tags and all the word strips and the banners and all that. It's just a package of ephemera. I missed that from the package or my basket. I didn't bring it upstairs, but that is what it is all included in the package. And it comes in a package a similar size to this. And then it's just got all the ephemera pieces in there. So it's not a full sheet that you have to cut apart. It's already done for you. And then you get a full pack of ephemera with all of the rabbits in their burrows. So lots of different scenes with the rabbits and the carrots and their little houses. So those are really cute. And I still see people rolling in. Hello, everyone. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to, you know, stay on track here. And then this is what they call their florals. And rather than having just flowers and greenery, they've actually got carrots in there as well, which is really cute for Easter. So I love that. And I think there's just one more pack of ephemera. And yeah, this is the bunnies, and they're on an adventure. So they're doing lots of adventurous things. And there's just a lot of fun things that you can do with those. So that, and oh yeah, the houses. I mean, the whole collection is just adorable. It's very, very cute. And then here is a couple of samples with the ephemera. And in here, you'll see that large bunny that I showed you in the extra large pack here. So that's on a card front. Isn't that cute? And then you'll notice on the second card, you've got some of the Easter eggs and then the little bunnies with the carrots, and they've got the little tag in the back there. That's from that ephemera pack that has all of the tags and word strips and so on. Again, just sort of layer them on there and add a sentiment, and you've got a beautiful card. And if you've got a nice embossing folder for some texture in the background or something like that, you can whip up some designs very quickly if you want to use them for cards. But you can take those same clusters and use them on your layouts for embellishments. So they definitely transfer back and forth between scrapbooking and card making very easily, which is a good thing. And then we have one more collection to share, and that is the Lemon Daydream collection. And again, a really beautiful springy palette, pinks and yellows and oranges together. And you can see all of the patterns shown there. This is the 12 by 12 pack. And here are the pieces that come that you can cut into the 6 by 6 sections. And it also shows you what each paper's full design is. So Oh yeah, I love this color palette. It's beautiful. It's a really nice, it's pastel, but it's bright at the same time. And it's just really refreshing. I like the yellow, pink, and orange together. It's pretty cool. Okay, and then the solids pack. I love the way they did the solids on this. So this is a tone on tone, and it's got like a floral design, but it's muted. So you can use it as a background, and it doesn't overpower your page. So I love that. And you get all 6 colors in the package. And then look at this ephemera. So this is the wreath. Now we only have one of these left, just so you know. And it's the full wreath, and it fits on a 12 by 12 page beautifully. So just to give you some close-up looks at some of the areas of the wreath. And if you don't want to use it as a full wreath, you can cut it into sections for sure. But it does look very beautiful. And the other thing that they have in this collection are these large borders. So here is the package. And you can get those ladies across there. They kind of remind me of bridesmaids a little bit. And then you have this beautiful garland with the citrus slices and the flowers. So that is the large borders. And again, I think we only have a couple of those left, and then that will be sold out. And then this is the large ephemera pack, or sorry, extra large. So look at those beautiful butterflies that are in there. There's also the bicycle. And then you've got the little box with the lemon slices in it, and then the florals. And that's all part of this one. And then we have the sweets and treats, which are all kinds of sweet treats. There's donuts, there's popsicles, macaroons or macarons, whatever you say. There's pie, just really yummy. This looks like lemonade. And again, the smaller size, there's cupcakes in there. So lots of really fun things. And then this collection comes with sentiments. And they are all cut apart in here. So you just have to place them right on your project. So that is the sentiments. And then we have the floral ephemera. And so the florals are all shown in different ways. So you've got some in boots, some in like bouquets, some with balloons. We've got your hats, your citrus ones. I love the basket with the pot with the tulips. There's some butterflies in here as well. And then the final one for this one is they're just regular ephemera. So you've got, the old fashioned truck. You've got the bicycles, you've got floral stands and wagons, you've got front doors. So, and a stack of books. So lots of really beautiful things available in that pack as well. Okay, I believe that is it. And here's just a couple sample layouts for, so you can see how that wreath can be a focal point on your layout, but you can add in other pieces of ephemera and your photos, and it just looks like it's part of the background. I love how it looks. And here's some card samples using all of that ephemera and the papers as well. So lots of layering. And I like that petite floral that's in the background there. It's one of the papers that's in the large paper pack. And that's it. Okay, so that's it for the Simply Stated collections. I hope you guys like those. Well, I know you do, because we've been selling a lot of it before we even talked about it. What do you think? Thumbs up? Yay? Okay, now we're going to move on to the new waffle flower release that just arrived. And it is sort of a baking themed set, which is kind of funny because Spellbinders just came out with a baking themed release as well. It's like they got together and thought, hey, you know what? Let's do this. So this one is different from the Spellbinders one in lots of ways. So they can work nicely together, but lots of really fun elements. So this is the mixed, no, this is not it. What am I doing? Hang on. I'm in the wrong slide. Hold on a second. I thought, oh, here we go. I added the second slideshow first. Okay, here we go. So this is the Nesting Postage Collage Baking Fun. So Nesting Postage Collage is different than the regular postage collage. So this is the one set, we talked about this a couple of times now, that has this larger die. So when you stencil this out, you get a rectangle panel, a circle panel, and then sort of like a small rectangle panel. So different than postage collage. And it also comes with a matching stencil. And then there have been other releases with it as well. It's the Party Bear, the Mush Love, and the Let It Snow. So those were previously released. There's also been a peony one. And then they came out with a large postage stamp set to go with that. So that's the set that this goes along with. I just pulled that out so you guys can refresh your memory on that. But this is the Baking Fun stencil. So you can see by the sample there that it does that large panel that has the mixer. And then it also does the small panel that has the cake. And then the little panel that has the strawberries. And that is kind of like a close-up version of that, only different colors. Okay, so that's what this stencil does. And Amanda has gathered up some nice samples for us to see here, just so you can see how you can use those pieces once you've stenciled them out. So here's the smaller pieces that this set makes. So that circle piece and that rectangle piece, they've used to make this card. And there you can see that large panel with the mixer on it, along with the circle panel and the rectangle panel on this card. So that is really fun. And then they do have an A2 postage collage version of this as well, because they have A2 postage collage for almost everything. And this one does all of these different sections, which you can use as a full panel, or you can cut them apart. Now, this sample shows the postage collage frames. And I did a live a little while back. Everyone went crazy over these things. And then Waffle Flower sold out. So we had to wait for their restock. So we've now got our order in. And so the frames are back in stock. And these can go with any of the postage collage products that they have released. But you can also use the frames completely on their own as well. So either way, but they do work nicely with postage collage, because you can see that you can stencil out those designs, cut them apart, and then you can frame them, which is a really nice option. It just sort of extends the use of those postage collage products. Here you can see the pieces have just been cut apart and arranged on the front of a card. And same thing, just different color schemes. And here they have the postage nestled in behind a die cut shape as a window, which is kind of cute. I love that. And here is the whole panel stenciled out and left as one complete piece. So the postage collage is very versatile, and you can get a lot of different looks with each piece. Oh, good for you. Triple Points was yesterday. Did you guys like that promotion? So we should talk about that a little bit. So yesterday was April Fool's Day. So we decided, you know what? It's just a fun day to do something different. So we offered triple reward points. So when you shop with us, you earn reward points, and they accumulate, and then you can cash them in for a gift card. So I think it's 300 points gets you a $10 gift card. So when you shop with us yesterday, you earned triple reward points, and those reward points will go towards future purchases. So you can cash them in, like they cash in automatically for gift cards. And when you log into your account, you'll see them in there. Now, the thing is, we have a whole page on our online store that talks about the reward points. So all the information is there. You can go and check it out. If you have questions or don't know where to find it, email us and we'll send you the link. I'm thinking this should be like a monthly thing where we have like a super reward day. The nice thing about rewards is you can earn them on products that you don't normally get discounts on. Like a lot of our machines, you never receive discount options on. And new products, you can't use coupons and things on those, but you can earn reward points, and reward points turn into gift cards. So it's kind of a win-win. Now, Marianne says it was a good idea, except that I placed my order on Sunday. Yeah. And you know what? We run a lot of different types of promotions, and you always have the option of waiting for a promotion before you place an order. And that is totally fine. Just know that products come and go quickly. So Marianne is saying that she missed out on the promotion, but she might have missed out on the product that she got if she waited. So it's a catch-22. We do run lots of different types of promotions, and hopefully you can cash in on something. Oh, look at that. She said, but she got her Vicky papers. And I know that most people have wish lists going all the time. So it's a good idea when you see these promotions to say, ooh, go to my wish list. What can I get? And I can get some rewards, or I can get a discount or whatever. Because Click and Save starts tomorrow. We delayed it a week because we just weren't quite ready to run it the last weekend of March. So we're doing our March Click and Save, not in March. So that's this weekend. And we are offering 20% off most of our products, but it's not 20% off new things. Like, we don't discount brand new product. And there's certain things that we don't have a high enough margin on to offer a 20% discount. But when you see those reward promotions, then you can buy those things and still earn rewards, and those turn into a discount. So there's ways around it, and we do plan on running those more often. So keep your eyes open for those. Got off track here. Okay, the Baking Fun die set. So this is a die set that just creates all the little images, like the mixer and the icing piping bag, the rolling pin, the spoon, the egg that cracks, etc., etc. That's what this die is. I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't look very good on that on the, just looking at it. But that is the cracked egg. It goes like this, I think. No, it does. Oh yeah, it does. It goes like this, and that's the egg falling down, and it's a yolk. And yeah, so if you're looking at that kind of strangely, I did too. But anyways, these make all these fun little icons. That's what that is. The Baking Fun die set. And you can see that it is used on a lot of different samples throughout my slideshow. You'll notice those little things. So there's the mixer with the bowl of eggs and the whisk. And I love that the mixer even has the little plug. That's how great the die cuts are. And here you've got the flour and the sugar, and you can see the eggs. I love the cracked eggs. I think that's so fun, like to be able to make the little cracked eggs. And I mean, those little cracked eggs can go far beyond baking stuff. Like, if I'm just thinking of Easter, like, wouldn't it be fun to have cracked eggs instead of just solid eggs? Like, there's lots of different ways that you can use these products, not necessarily with just baking stuff. You guys are thinking that's pretty funny too. I know what you think you're seeing. I'm not even going to talk about it. And here's some more samples using that. And you can see how you can switch up your color themes and end up with some pretty fun things. And then we have the postage cake stencil and die. And that is just the small, tiny one right here. And it is like an oval postage with a die in the center to cut out the middle. And then it has a stencil. But the stencil makes the cake. So if you look at this sample, do you see that slice of cake? If you look closely, it's in an oval. That is what this is. So you can create a little oval with a cake slice in it. And that can be used for birthdays. I know, we're so mature. Right? And then Shelby brings up a good point. There is a lot of good stuff in this release for this month's swap. If you're in our cart swap group, this month's swap theme is food. So, like, there's lots of food options in here. It's actually making me really hungry. So you can see how you can incorporate this tiny little die and stencil into your card designs. And again, even as an embellishment on a birthday page would be fun too. Then we have the Just Mitts coloring stencil and die. This comes as a bundle. Okay, so like this. And look at those oven mitts, guys. Seriously. And there's an apple and the stitched heart. There's some leaves and butterflies and so on. And then stencils to add the designs to all of these icons. Now you can see here on the oven mitts here, they've used like a fall stencil on this. I don't know if that's included in this or whether they've used it from something else. Oh, look at that. Look at here. So look at those cute little designs that you can add to your mitts. They're so cute. So that's that. Oh, good point, Kim. Here's a good one. Let's add this up here. So Kim says the cracked eggs are good when your children break the eggs when they're coloring them. So you know at Easter when you take all those pictures of your kids coloring the eggs and they break them, well, you're going to need the cracked egg dyes for that. That's a great idea. Okay, so let's see some samples here with the mitts. I mean, how sweet is that? And all of those little icons come in here. The little apples and the greenery and so on. And again, those apples and things can be used for other things aside from the mittens. And there's a nice little patterned pair of mittens. They're so cute. And then you can use the mittens along with the postage collage stencil as well. So a lot of this mixes and matches so well. And then we have the cake focal die and stencil. So this creates a cake, like you're looking down at the top of the cake. And look at how it decorates it all and makes it all cute and fun. It includes candles and little berries and all kinds of fun things, even the little Make-A-Wish thing. And then there is a stencil in here as well to help you color all of that in. So I love that. It's a different perspective on an actual cake, which is really fun to do something different. And here they've added a little piping bag from the baking icons. Isn't that sweet? I'm getting hungry. And then this is the table add-on cake. So in their fall release, they came out with a whole Thanksgiving table sort of thing. These are add-ons for that to make your table more party themed. But there's a lot of things in here that you can use on their own. So even if you didn't do the table add-on thing, you have this beautiful shape and pieces that nest within it. You have this nice little wreath. You have party blowers, streamers, a basic circle, which layers on all of these. You've got candles and berries with toppers. You've got the glasses and the mustache, and then hearts and stars. So even if you didn't use it as part of the add-on part for the table, you can use this as a standalone die as well. There's lots of great staples in there, which I love. And here it is, just sort of showing it with that original table setting with the cake. And you also get this this animal balloon. And I've seen so many samples using it on its own. So there's a sample right there with that animal balloon that is super cool. And there's the animal balloons again by themselves. And you can use them with the string or without. And that's the end of this slideshow. And then I'm going to pop up another one. We had so much to share. We needed multiple slideshows this time. Okay, and now we're going to move on to some great sentiment sets. This one is called the Mixed Sentiments. So again, thinking of you, best wishes, always love you, congrats to you, get well. So nice basics that you can mix and match with either the baking line or something else. And I'm just going to show you some samples here just so you can see how they look when they're stamped out. But also the samples are incorporating items that I've already talked about. So just kind of keep your eyes, all the details. It's crazy, all the things that they make with this. So there's your sentiment, the happy birthday, but it shows the postage collage all cut apart. It's got the oven mitt. You'll notice a stencil in the background and also that beautiful shaped stitched panel. I'll show you what those are in just a minute. And there's some more icons from the baking and the mittens, and then another sentiment. This is from, sorry. I got ahead of myself. What are we doing here? Yes. So now we're talking about the piercing texture die. So take note of the background in this card. This is the piercing texture die. So it adds this piercing texture to your background. This one is a great one because not only can you pierce your backgrounds, you can pierce your die cuts and sentiments and all kinds of things. Stencil panels. It's a pretty fabulous thing. They pierce the heart on this, which I thought was really cool. And again, you can see the background has been pierced on this one. Who doesn't love waffle flower? That's what Lynn says. She loves waffle flower. Everybody loves waffle flower. Now, this one is the Bake Me Happy word die. So they came out with a few word dies with this. So this is just it says, you bake me happy. No, you bake me smile. And then there is a shadow die as well. So on the card sample, they've cut the words out of black and then the shadow is the white. So that is a really fun one. So even if you picked up the items from the Spellbinders collection, this would work very nicely with that as well. Mary, it's all right. You can watch it on replay. Oh, yes, Lynn. So that's what the pierced panel, Lynn is saying that it's great to pierce a stenciled floral. You can do so many fun things with it. It's a really good staple to have. There's the You Bake Me Smile again. It's funny, you know, they called this the Bake Me Happy word die, but it's actually You Bake Me Smile. But I guess if you're smiling, you're happy, right? And this one is Baked with Love Sentiments. So that's this piece right here. So if you like to make things with baking, or maybe you have a friend that bakes, or like at Christmas when you want to add tags to things, these have some more punny sentiments. Hugs in every slice, You Bake Me Smile, Baked with Love, Glad we've met, You Take the Cake, that kind of thing. So it's a little bit more punny. This is a good one to pick up. But notice in this particular card how the icons are in those frames. The frames are from the Postage Collage frame add-on. So that we talked about the frames earlier. I just wanted to point that out. And this one shows, what are we showing? Oh, You Bake Me Smile. So just another one of those sentiments. And Baked with Love. So you can see how they incorporate with all the different things. Really nice to have sentiments that kind of coordinate with everything. Now here is the Nesting Piercing Fancy Labels die. I love dies like this. So see how they've created a focal point for all of their fun things on top of their card base. This is fun to have. Rather than just do rectangles all the time, it's fun to have some shapes. And this gives you like a double pierced design. And they nest, so lots of different sizes. This is great for sentiments. So really fun addition. And it comes on a magnetic sheet in the package. Okay, so this is very funny that Rosalind says this. Waffle Flower has been on fire for a while now. I'm always impressed by how their products work across collections. You know, it's very funny that you bring this up because Waffle Flower's been around a very long time. It says A7. What does it say? Piercing plate says A7. Oh, what size is that? That's a 5x7. So piercing plate says A7. That's this one back here. Yes, that means you can do up to 5x7 cards, but everything smaller fits on there too. Okay, back to Rosalind. So Waffle Flower has been on fire lately. It's like they were around and they were a popular company, but when they came out with all their postage stuff, they just ramped it right up. And every collection just seems to be popular. It doesn't matter what theme it is or how they do it. Everyone loves it. So I agree with you 100%. They are definitely a top performer for sure. And there you can see that piercing fancy label in the background of this one. And again on this one. Again, sometimes it's subtle, but it's there. It's just a nice shape to include. And this is the Sweet Friend word die. So similar to that baking one, you've got Sweet Friend. So you've got the words and then you've got the shadow die in the background. So you can use just the words on its own or you can use the shadow with it. Great for shakers too. Can I still get, I can get all kinds of things, Natalie. You just email me and I will look after you. Okay. So just give me a quick email. We might have already reordered those. I can double check and I can let you know. But if you email me, it'll remind me to get back to you. So now you can see the Sweet Friend. They've used vellum on the background for the shadow. And to confirm that the largest nesting die would fit on an A2 card front. It sure would, Kim. Yep. That definitely would. I'm just going to, oh, I can open it without ruining it. Let's just double check it for sure, but I'm sure it will. So here is the largest die. And let me get my card base because I want to make sure. I mean, I'm almost 100% sure. Okay, I don't have a card base. I am falling behind on some things. Okay, let me just get an envelope. So this is an A2 envelope. So we can get an idea of how much space would be left around that. So here we go. So see, you've got lots of room once you put the largest size on there. Good question, though. Good question. And you can see there's a magnetic panel there, so it just fits on there so nicely. Well, I'm happy I could answer your question. That's what these lives are all about. It's one of the benefits of being here live. You get to ask questions. And then what do we got next? Oh, just the sweet friend, showing that again. I love the way that looks. Postage collage, piping, letters, stamps. So you know with a lot of the postage collage stencils, they come out with these mini sets that go along with them. And look at this. All of the fonts, all of the words use a font that looks like icing. It's been piped on, which I think is really fun. There is no die for this. I know the card looks like there's a die, but they've actually cut that out. They did that by hand. There is no die for this. But you can see how you can add those elements to the postage collage and make it look kind of fun and festive. And the happy B-Day in the middle of that cake, along with the icing bag, is from that stamp set as well. You'll notice the cracked egg in the top corner. I just wanted to point that out. That's what the cracked egg looks like. And then this is nesting postage layers. So they've come out with a postage set that has the postage and then the single die that layer together to create a layered postage look. Okay. And they have like 1, 2, 3, 4 different sizes of that. And again, this will fit on an A2 size card if you use the largest one, and it will leave a border around the outside. So you can see that they can do that. But you can also reverse it too. So you can use this die and then layer it on top of this die, or you can use this die and layer this on top of that die. So it gives you lots of versatility with that postage option. And the postage option is so popular. So here you can see the postage being used with the nesting postage collage. No, what's that called? Nesting something. I don't want to say it wrong. I put it over here. It is using the nesting postage collage. That's right. Not the one that you cut apart. Okay, that's it for that slideshow. And we got one more little one to go. We're almost done, guys. We're just a little over an hour. It's not too bad. And then we have our prize that we have to talk about. Nesting postage largest is also a mat for behind the postage collage. Thank you. Oh, that's a good thing. Okay, good. Nesting postage collage, so that's this, is a mat behind the postage collage stencils. So do you mean the ones like, not this one? Do you mean this one? Or do you mean like, or do you mean like this one? Okay, Shelby knows something here. She's going to clarify for us. Nesting postage largest is also a mat for behind the postage collage stencil. So I'm thinking when you stencil this out, it fits on this largest one. Is that what you're saying? Yes, the divided stencils. Well, who knew? Both. What? Okay, it works for everything. So that's good to know. Woohoo. Okay. Did we already do this one? No, we didn't. Okay, back up. So now we're going to talk about the picnic plaid die. So this is the picnic plaid die right here. And we have been showing it. Oops, I don't have my slides set up right here. Here we go. So this is the picnic plaid die. So we've been showing this. Well, if you were paying attention, you will see it on a lot of their samples. And it's one of those dies that makes this pattern in your cardstock without cutting it out. It just impresses the design. So it looks really cool. So you can see in the background, the very background, behind the frames and everything, that this is impressed into the cardstock, which is really cool. And there it is again, just showing that. Now there is a stencil as well. They are sold separately, but these do work together. So you can use them together, but you can use just this to make the plaid and you can use just this to make your design, but they do work together. So if you look closely at this one, the base is done in just this, but the mat behind the icons is done with this. Okay, so you can do both. Create some pretty fun designs. So there it is using the stencil. And there it is again using the stencil. And then there is a gingham die as well, right here, which gives you the die cut gingham pattern in the background that you see here. So isn't that nice? It's a really fun way to step up the background of your card, which I also think is very cool. And I love this idea too. You don't have to use it for the whole panel. You can use it for a border or just a strip across the bottom. Christina, she's going broke. Well, I'm already broke, so oh my gosh, the things that I have in my craft room that I've never used, but I love them. I know it is so hard to resist. I'm right there with you. Okay, that's it for slideshows. Woohoo! Let's remove that. Remove. Okay, back to full screen. Anybody else broke too? Welcome to the club. Okay, so that is all of the new product for today. And now we're going to talk about our giveaway. I have two people that are going to be winners. Okay, so we have 2 prize packs to give away. It is a package of the layering white cardstock from Gina K. Love this paper. I need a GoFundMe. We'll set up one for 2 Scrapbook Friends customers GoFundMe page. Random people can just donate and then we'll do like a draw once a week and everyone gets a portion. Oh my gosh, it's so true. Okay, so Anna is asking, are you bringing back the new Hero Arts die Bear Hugs? We will as soon as it is available, Anna. Again, email us. We will add you to the notify list, and as soon as it's available, we will. So here's a funny story about that that whole bear thing. And the reason we haven't shown it is because we hardly have anything left, and it was not available for us to order. So as retailers, we are able to order from Spellbinders in advance of a release. Okay, so we get to order. And what happened was the retailers were buying so much of the stuff, they actually had to shut it off so that they could do their public release themselves. We were buying too much of it. So for a while, we weren't able to order any of it. And now they've turned it back on for us, but there are several items that are sold out. So I can order some things, but some things aren't going to be available until the end of April, and then we'll be able to reorder them. So send us your wish lists, and we are happy to notify you as soon as they are back in stock. Carol wants to win a lottery ticket. Yep, she needs a winning lottery ticket. And other people think this GoFundMe thing is a great idea. Okay. We'll see what we can do about that. Okay. So prize pack. So you're going to get the cardstock pack. There's 20 sheets, great paper. It's a great way for you to try it too, because they sell this in 8.5 by 11. We're also going to give you a sample bottle of the Bearly Arts Precision Craft Glue. We did this as a giveaway and I had a few left, so I'm going to give it away again. And then we're also including one of Tailored Expressions monthly flower stamps, which are super popular as well. So we have 2 of those to give away to a couple of lucky winners. So how do you win? Well, you did step 1, you watched the live. Step 2 is you place an order. Now this is going to be a quick turnaround because Click and Save starts tomorrow. So you have until midnight tonight to get your orders in. You have to buy something from the live. Okay, something that I shared in the live. And then in the comments of your order, you have to put, I love the live. I watched your live. Your lives are great. Live, live, live. Whatever you want to put in there to let me know that you've watched the live. Now, if you're watching the live on replay, that's okay too, as long as it's before midnight tonight. Okay, and you get your order in. My register is going to cut off at midnight, so there's no cheating. At 4 a.m, you can't put an order in and put in live because it's not going to work. Okay, so definitely, make sure that you put that live in there and that you're buying something from the live. And then we will do a draw. I will post it tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Friday? Yes, I will post it tomorrow on our Facebook page sometime. I'm not sure what time, but I will. And then we will include the prizes in your box. Okay. So I see Laura commenting saying, watching your live. What you need to do to be entered in the draw is to make a purchase with us from something in the live that you saw today, and in the comments of your order, you put live. Okay. Not here on the feed. It has to be in your order. Okay. Makes sense? Okay. And then one more request, guys. If you could just give this video a thumbs up, I would really love that. Okay. We love when you give it a thumbs up, and it just makes it so it's more visible and new people can see it. So thumbs up on the video. It's just the click of a button, and then you're all set. Okay, well, that's it for me. I'm going to sign off. Have a wonderful Easter weekend. If you are going to be participating in our Click and Save, the email is going to come out later on tonight with all the details. And happy shopping. Cheryl says she's joining late. Hopefully that means her wallet will not be as heavily impacted. Well, Cheryl, you're going to have to go back and watch from the beginning, because I think it's going to be heavily impacted. Anyways, we will see you guys again soon.